Hey, it's Andrew with Good Space High Performance Builders. Today we're going to talk about indoor air quality and how we're achieving some good indoor air quality goals with this high performance house. I'm standing in the closet of the guest bedroom, and we are using two appliances in here from Fantech. One on my right here is a HRV, and then up here we have a dedicated HEPA filtration system. So I'll start talking about this first. We have the insulated model because we weren't sure if we were going to have to do an attic install, but luckily we were able to get in this closet here so that this is in the conditioned space, which is helpful. So what we have in here is 3 filters that we can change from here, which is really good for the homeowner too. We have a pre-filter. I think it's about a MERV 12, and then we have a carbon filter. Still wrapped in plastic while we're under construction, but that will get rid of odors. And then the HEPA, which they're more expensive to replace, but it'll last a long time because we have the other filters in there. So that's ducting up into the attic, and we'll show you that shortly, how we've done the distribution on that. And then this is the HRV, which is going to be bringing in our constant stream of fresh air into the bedrooms and living space and exhausting from the bathrooms. And in there we have the heat exchange core, so we're not going to have much of an energy hit, and it has a filter for the fresh air that's coming in from outside that can be replaced to filter that air that's coming in. So a little bit about this house as a system. We're going to seal it up very tight. We've been using the zip system, sheathing, and flashing systems. And then we're also going to aero barrier as well. So we'll show you some of those in other videos, but just this to let you know the building will be very tight. And so that way the mechanical ventilation will be able to work and keep fresh air in here and exhaust the stale air. And then the dedicated filtration, that will be something that we'll be able to play with the homeowner as far as setting timers of how long they want to run it, and based on need, because we are in a area where we get impacted by the forest fires and the smoke. So even though the house is sealed tight, still if you're coming in and out of doors, some smoke's going to come in, so it's going to help with that, as well as other indoor pollutants that can get filtered either during the cooking process, it might get into the room, or otherwise. So altogether the system on this house is going to be really helpful for creating some good indoor air quality. So now we'll go and show you up in the attic with the ductwork. Okay, so now we're in the attic of this high performance remodel. I'm standing right above the ductwork for the dedicated HEPA filtration. So you can see it coming up through from the closet below, and you can see how we're using 8-inch hard duct. So it's really got low restriction for the airflow. My team's done a great job of putting the mastic on the seams, and then they're also going to tape that, which I'll show you an example of that shortly, and insulate this pipe, but I wanted to show you how it looked at this stage. So what we have here, this is the air after it's been filtered, is going to come around here. Again, they're using hard duct most of the way to right at the end where we have a few feet of flex, and that's just to stop sound vibration. But there is an elbow on top of that can that's connecting to the drywall, so that again is a smooth 90, so we don't get a lot of restriction there. So the team's going to insulate all of this duct just so it doesn't have a heat hit being in the attic here, but I want to show you how we're utilizing the hard duct. Now if we follow this same pipe around this way, you can see it goes all the way to the other side of the kitchen over here, where you'll see another piece of flex duct. So that's going to be pulling the air from a fairly dirtier part of the house, with the kitchen where there's a lot of things happening. So that's how we chose that path. And it will get distributed throughout the house with the HRV system. So we'll come over to the HRV here, which was again in that closet. You can see this duct's smaller. We've got a 5-inch duct here. Again, all hard duct, really smooth transitions. Got the mastic, and then the guys have done extra layer of this tape just to make sure if anything gets moved and bumped over time, we're still sealed, because we don't, this is our, this is carrying our fresh air, so we don't want any contaminants getting in. So The guys are really thorough about sealing this up. And here you can see where we've put some fiberglass insulation wrapped around that to avoid any heat hits. We like to get it down in the loose fill insulation as well, but it wasn't really possible on this job to do that. So yeah, that's the distribution up here. Basically, we're exhausting from bathrooms, getting fresh air from, this one's bringing our fresh air in from the outside of the house, because we figured that was the cleanest place to pick it up from, further away from the street and other debris in the air. So yeah, we'll join you in another video when you can see it all up and running. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, and check us out at goodspacebuilders.com.